All right, let's go to the cage for our first fighter introduction. Here's Jennifer Oxendine.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, this next bout is brought to you by Mad Tatter Studio. This is a mixed martial arts bout in the bantamweight division. First, fighting out of the Hogs red corner, please put your hands together for Anthony McBryar.
Anthony McBryar making his way to the cage. He's about to enter.
Coming out to the bagpipes, too.
How about that?
Braveheart. Here we go.
Anthony McBryar, 0-1 out of the over 9,000 gym in Huntsville, Alabama, the third fighter on this card. Valor Fights 25 go for gold from that Huntsville, Alabama camp. 5'7", 30-year-old. First time at 135 for Anthony McBryar. Last time out was at 155. Wow. At Valor 21. He lost to Corey Bolden in round 2, a TKO in that fight. But he took it on 2 days.
Yeah, I remember that now.
2 days notice on that. Teammate of Travis Gregory and Jonathan Burrows, who we saw earlier tonight. Anthony McBryar against Frogman Freddy Walker. What do you guys think about this bout at 135 bantamweight?
I remember watching his last fight, and he came out pretty aggressive, and I think that could have been, a problem for him. And I'm looking to see if he's going to come out and try to wrestle again like he did his last fight.
You mentioned the Corey Bolden fight for Anthony McBryar. Freddy Walker, his last time out, lost to David Lewis. That was at 3FC back in 2012. Lost in the second round at 36 seconds of the second round via submission armbar. Prior to that, he had a win over Rodney Morgan in 2012. Won second round via submission triangle choke. And Freddy Walker does not have quite the experience that we have seen from others. We'll talk about him in 1 second. Back to the cage. Here's Jennifer
And his
Oxendine.
opponent fighting out of the Ogle, Elrod, and Burrell blue corner. Put your hands together for Freddy Walker.
Frogman Freddy Walker heads to the cage out of Team NKI in Knoxville. The 27-year-old at 5'8", trained by Brandon and Greg McMahon. One of Knoxville's top prospects is Freddy Walker. Returns after a 3-year break. We talked about his last bout, a loss in 2012. And last time I lost to David Lewis in that armbar. And then great grappler, aggressive. What do you think about this matchup, Primetime?
I don't think he was called Frogman back then, but I've actually seen Frogman fight before as well. I was at that fight. I want to say that I fought on that card as well. And I remember that, he trained with Greg. He's going to be looking for just a little bit more of a karate style. That's what they do down there. And I'm just excited to see, really, if Anthony can come out and get the takedown and do what he done in his last fight as well.
Take a look at the tail of the tape. You see Freddy Walker with 2 extra fights at 2-1. McBryar at 0-1. McBryar 3 years older than Freddy Walker. Walker 1 inch taller, and both weighing in very close at 134 and 135 respectively. This is a bantamweight bout at 135, three-minute rounds. Anthony McBryar against Freddy Walker. Great card here tonight at Valor Fights 25, go for gold. Valor continues to get it done and putting together the great list of events month after month.
Couldn't agree more. And we've talked about this too, Vince, is how nice it is to have for the local fighters and fighters just from short distance from here, 2-3 hours away, to come and be able to fight for Valor and have a place to fight, month in and month out. Keep talking about the older days. That wasn't how it was. You had to fight once every 2-3, maybe a year. You had to go away from here. And Tim's just done such a great job on this side of the state of keeping Valor's name out there and providing great action for all the fighters and all pro cards as well.
Yeah, Tim Loy, Valor Fights president, deserves a ton of credit. Will Sawyer, talk about you're a Valor Fight fighter. Tell you what, get your thoughts on that in just 1 second as both fighters are in the cage. And let's go back to the cage with Jennifer Oxendine.
This bout is scheduled for 3-minute rounds. First, out of the Hogs red corner, he holds a record of 0 wins and 1 defeat. Fighting out of over 9,000 in Huntsville, Alabama, He weighed in at 134 pounds. Please put your hands together for Anthony McBryar. And his opponent, out of the OEB blue corner, representing NKI in Knoxville, Tennessee, with a record of 2 wins and 1 defeat. He weighed in at 135 pounds. Please welcome Freddy Walker. Your referee for this fight is Josh Ward.
Josh Ward, your referee for this bout, presented by Mad Tatter Studios. So let's get this right. The fighter from Knoxville is in the crimson trunks, the Alabama colors. The fighter from Alabama is wearing the black and white. Go figure. But Anthony McBryar in the black and white, Freddy Walker in the red and white. Bantamweight bout at 135. 3-minute rounds. They touch gloves, and we are underway.
Armstrong comes out with a good kick, and as I talked about, Freeman came out with a strong kick.
Yep.
Armstrong come out and shot already, just like I predicted he would do.
There's some blue in those trunks for McBryar as well.
I mean, Walker's got some ground skills, man.
Yes.
He's watch out for the neck right here if you're McBryar.
Do it again. Do it again, Anthony. Do it again.
Transitions. Looked like he was going to try to maybe switch and get it back, but now he's raining down shots.
Yeah. Those body shots right there ain't as effective as you might think, but at the same time, you're doing work, you're causing damage, and you're making him think about something else. And I'm looking for Walker here to fish for a guillotine and try to wrap that up.
And what from the bottom, sorry, what do you want to see from McBryar to try to get out of this?
I mean, he needs to sit out, get out from under him.
It's over. I think the knee from McBryar that McBryar caught from Freddy Walker might have done him in.
Wow.
I wonder if it was to the head. I thought it was pretty high.
I missed it. I looked down to look at my paper, and I missed everything that
Maybe
just
we can
happened.
get a replay here.
Yes, sir, we will.
Hey, Adam's the one that calls for the replay.
Yeah, I took it from.
That's kind of my thing.
That's his role.
That's what I do. I'm always fussing at our head of production, Mike. Here he goes with the replay here.
Let's take a look at this. See Walker on top.
Pretty much watch this whole fight again if we need to. It's very short.
Yeah.
Two fights right in a row, very short.
Oh, yeah, it was a knee to the body.
Yeah, it was a knee to the body there.
Yep.
It's a nice hammer fist right there to finish
Awkward.
it
It
off.
was actually under his arm, that knee was.
Yeah. It's a strong knee right there, man. You can generate a lot of power right there from staying inside and throwing those things.
Freddy Walker, very impressive. That might have been another fight of under 30 seconds.
I would say you're right, yeah.
And you could still see the pain that McBryar is under from that shot to the midsection. He's still holding it right now. But impressive for Freddy Walker out of Knoxville, the NKI camp. He'd get the win. Man, still hunched over is Anthony McBryar. He's going to try to make it through this official decision. Let's go to the cage of Jennifer Oxendine.
Your referee stops this fight at 1 minute and 3 seconds in the first round due to winner by TKO, Freddy Walker.